Okay, the Black Swan. This is essentially Natalie Portman's vehicle to, I guess, win an Academy Award. She plays the part of Nina, who's a ballerina. Yes, make your jokes that it's Nina Ballerina. She's in a company, and she's trying to get the main lead in Swan Lake, or the Swan Queen. The Swan Queen, essentially, it's a dichotomous role. You have the White Swan, which essentially is, purity, innocence, technical perfection. And then you have the Black Swan, which is more, I'll just say more lustful. So she has down the innocent, perfect spot perfectly. She is a perfectionist to the point that it's actually slowly driving her insane. But their director, I think his name's I think his real name is Vincent Castle. The last time I've seen him I've only seen him play like the bad guy in a movie, and he's kind of the bad guy in this one too. He fully understands that she has the White Queen, that she has the White Swan down pat. But he's like, you lack that lustful nature. You lack that being able to fully, truly give it your all and become the Black Queen, or the Black Swan. So he initially picks somebody else. She convinces him, no, I can do the role, I can do the role, I can do the role. And when he makes a sexual advance towards her, she bites him. That's how he knows she's got a little bit of the Black Swan in her. So you have the scenes where it's her essentially trying to become the Black Swan, trying to embody the more lustful side, while she's actually undeniably super conservative and reserved, to the point of like absolute and pure repression. When she goes home, her mother ranges from kind of being that like sweet, nurturing sort of friend to giving the woman from Mommy Dearest a run. I mean, there is that huge, sway back and forth. And their apartment does seem like it's part home, part prison. I mean, this movie has definitely got the psychological edge down pat. This is more psychological thrill than anything else. To the point that as you get more and more in the movie, everything you see from Natalie Portman's perspective, it's probably not real. You really can't trust half of what it is that you're seeing. Because it's what she's experiencing, but that's not always what's actually going on. That's because this movie is just pure, unadulterated psychological terror feeling to it. Now, a new girl shows up, Lily. This is the Mila Kunis portion. And she, while not having the technical merit, is essentially a raw sexual beast, to put it lightly. They develop somewhat of a friendship. Lily ends up becoming Nina's understudy. But the bulk of it is Natalie Portman slightly going crazy. Winona Ryder plays the company's former top ballerina. And she puts in a fantastic, like, self-destructive performance. Which, in a way, mirrors everything going on in Natalie Portman's character, as she's trying to achieve this sheer level of absolute perfection. Knowing that once she achieves that goal, there's really nothing else left. It's all about perfection. And once you become perfect, you become more perfect than you were the day before. And there's just that a raw intensity of, do a move. Well, you injure yourself. Okay, fine. Tape that up. Do it again. The raw physicality in this role alone is disturbing. I mean, I'll be honest. Natalie Portman is a tiny girl. She lost weight for this role. I mean, when there's scenes where they show her, and it's like, yeah, she looks like she has almost no body fat. It's really creepy because she's a pretty girl, but when you remove almost any and all semblance of a regular life, and it's just, she wakes up and her breakfast essentially is like half a grapefruit and what looks like part of an egg. This is definitely an intense ride. Now, for some people, they might kind of go, okay, but I've heard there's some eroticism. There is eroticism, but ironically, the scenes that are erotic also feed directly back into the bizarre psychological torture thriller aspect. The Black Swan is a very, very good movie. It is relatively all the way engrossing too. You get some fantastic acting. Just some phenomenal acting from this. There's raw physicality, and there's just some undeniably good performances. I'll be honest, I never cared for Mila Kunis as a performer until like Book of Eli. She was pretty good in that. She's fantastic in this, essentially playing the mirror opposite of the Natalie Portman character. And Natalie Portman, she is in I think almost every single scene in this movie. And she plays up this psychologically tortured, entirely driven by herself aspect, kind of fortified by her mother a little bit. But this is just, wow, this is one absolutely amazing film. A definite must see. And so that's probably my last review for 2010. Good to go out on a high note. See everybody next year.